Looking to improve your offense? Look no further than MaddenTurf.com. My full Raiders offensive guide is now available with every setup that I run, from 4 of the most dominant offensive formations in the game, with in-depth video breakdowns for every play. Link will be down in the description. Make sure to use code ELITE for 10% off. YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not Madden Average. Boy, Madden Elite back with another video today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today, guys. We got playbook number 15 from my 32 NFL team playbook series, where I'm taking the most unique from every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks, finding the most unique mini scheme in that playbook, taking it into head-to-head and trying to win a game with it. Today, guys, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars playbook, and I did find a formation that is only found in the Jacksonville Jaguars playbook. However, I will say this formation is not the best. It doesn't have that many plays in the playbook, or in this formation, I should say. Let me go ahead and move my face cam so you guys can see the plays right here, and you guys can see these are pretty much all the plays right here. It has 9 plays. None of them are that crazy or have routes that are, like, you know, too unique, or that are gonna be that crazy for like beaters and things like that. This play over here on the right, X seam, does have a weird like streak that goes in and up. Was testing it against a couple things, really not that special, but we're going to create a mini scheme with this. You are going to need Hot Route Master for a formation like this. Now, real quick, guys, before we get further into the video, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And if you guys have been enjoying content like this, make sure to smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, guys, so let's get into this. For the audibles, what I have set is X seam, we got power O, we got double go, and curls for the audibles. For the run plays, I was testing them out a little bit. I haven't tried them online, but the run plays actually don't look that bad. The power O looked like it might be kind of hard for opponents to shoot. The counter looked decent, and the RPO did look pretty good. RPOs are a little bit harder to shoot generally, so might be something good to mix in from this. But right now we're just gonna go over X seam. We'll go ahead and call cover 3 right here. Right now I'm just going to show a pretty much everything beater. If your opponent's running man, zone, cover 2, cover 3, whatever, this is going to be able to bomb pretty much any coverage. And this setup right here is going to be universal for pretty much any play that we come out in. What we're going to do is wheel route the running back that's going to pull the third on the left. We're going to put X on either a slant or a drag. We're going to block the tight end, and we're going to put RB on a streak, and we want to put B on a post. So we could keep X on pretty much anything short going to the inside, a drag, a slant, an in route. The in route and the slant are pretty good, just because I feel like those routes bring your opponent's user, or have a chance to bring your opponent's user down a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and hike this, and hopefully we have the time here. And you guys can see B is okay, nice. We get a throw at a sack right there. We throw a pick, but we'll run it again. Definitely did not have time right there. You do need some time to be able to throw this, because the post is all the way on the outside, which is one thing that I don't really like from this beater. But this beater is going to be able to bomb any coverage in the game. We'll go ahead and hike it again. Hopefully we do get some time right here, and there we go. We actually got it that time. You guys could see, if you do have the time, it's going to be able to bomb any coverage, and it beats cover 3 extremely well. Of course, if your opponent's running cover 2, it's going to be a lot more open, and this also does get over those inside quarters from cover 4. Now let's go over this play. We're still in X seam right here. What I like to do is just put RB on this crosser. The crosser that he's in, the stock crosser, is not that good. I do like this backside in route though. It's something that can definitely be used. So we're going to put RB on a crosser. We're going to keep X over here on that kind of streak that he's in. I kind of feel like it pulls the thirds and the quarters a little bit better, so we're going to keep him on that. You could put him on a streak too, but just for the sake of not making as many hot routes, we're just going to put this guy on a crosser. We're going to block the tight end if your opponent is blitzing. If your opponent's only sending 2 or 3, you could put him on a route. And in a second, I'm going to show you guys something cool that you can do that does take a little bit of time, but you can't really do this for many formations. And the last thing we're going to do is put Y on either an in route or an out route. I kind of like the out route in this case, kind of running like a flood concept, just flooding everything to the left side of the field, and the in routes and out routes are extremely good. Now, the one thing we can add in that does take a little bit of time, because you have to motion the tight end out and put him on routes. We're going to motion him out. You're going to be able to put him on slot routes. So for example, you're going to be able to put him on a post, a corner route, things like that. We'll just go ahead and put him on a corner route right here. And we're going to motion him back. And then once you motion him back, he's going to stay on that corner route, which is actually kind of glitchy. It's going to be really good against man. It's going to get over or in between a couple zones if your opponent's running like 5s and 30s. Something like this right here should be able to get under those 30-yard flats. So if you go ahead and hike this, you can see A over here getting wide open on the sideline. So that corner route, post route, you can even put a crosser out of the backfield or a stop and go. You can go ahead and motion this guy out. You can put him on a stop and go, motion him back. You can even smart route the stop and go, so it's like a really fast stop and go right there. We'll go ahead and hike it, see what it looks like. You can see how that could kind of, you know, mess up your opponent if he tries to use it. Maybe he thinks it's like an out route. That could be really good against man as well. And of course, you could motion this guy out and put him on a crosser. You know, you can get creative with those routes right there. Another thing you can do as well is put them on running back routes and just, you know, instantly motion them out. It's a really fast motion if you do it like this. Put them on a Texas route. That's pretty much going to be our main setup from this play right here. Just kind of setting this up right here. Another thing we can do as well is you can actually put on a wheel route, which is actually really glitchy. We're going to put A on a wheel route and we're going to put B on an out route. We're going to set it up just like this, and the wheel route out of this, out of the backfield right here from the tight end is actually really good, which is one of the things that I think makes this formation really good in my opinion. As you all know, wheel routes are pretty much impossible to guard in this game. So adding in this wheel route from the tight end is going to be extremely good. You can put RB on a post. You could put him on, you know, this is probably going to be one of the main setups that we will run right here if you wanted to. Put him on a streak over there to clear out. You're able to throw the, you can still throw this late too. You can still throw that late if you have the time. Now the next play in the audibles is double go. Honestly, I'm not going to go over this play because as you guys can see, there's no route on the screen that's like unique to this particular play that we're really going to be using. If we ever call this play, we're going to freestyle and change every route on the field. So to be honest, you could really change this play from the audibles and put something like slants that might be a little bit more useful. Or the one play I was kind of thinking of is putting strong flood. I was messing with a couple route combos, nothing really too great from that play. Or you could just put the RPO, so you have the option to run the power O or RPO whenever you want. But right now we're just gonna go ahead and switch the audible over to strong flood, just because from the other play, really nothing unique we're gonna do from that. And I was messing around with this play a little bit. Now the main way that we're gonna set this up is just putting the running back on an out route. That's it. We're really just trying to, you can kind of treat this play, if you're somebody that runs bunch or you're familiar with bunch, the play flood, this is really similar to that. Really just reading the underneaths right away as your opponent playing hard flats, you know, sending everybody right away. If the user over to the right, you're gonna have the in route, the backside in route over here by Mike Evans wide open. So we'll go ahead and hike it, and you can see A is wide open underneath. You're gonna be able to, you know, if your opponent's letting you live off of that, go ahead, take it every single time. It's gonna force them to start playing you know, double Mabel, sending two, or it's going to force them to get aggressive with their zones and play underneath. That's going to open up everything else over the top. So again, this is going to be the main setup right here. Another thing we can do is block the tight end right here and just put the outside guy on a smoke screen or an out route. Smoke screen's a little bit better. That way the out route doesn't bounce and run up and run into that out route by RB. The cool thing with the RB route too is it beats man a little bit better. We'll go ahead and hike it. And you can see B is wide open right off the snap. Obviously, if your opponent's not playing underneath or is running cover 3 with purples on the slots, that's going to be open all day. You're going to be able to take that all day. Cover 2 might be a little bit more tricky, but we'll go ahead and hike it. We're going to wait a little bit, and you can see that purple runs down and that out route does get open. If your opponent does have stock purples, of course. If your opponent's running something like 5-yard purples with, you know, 30-yard clouds and they're double mabeling, this is also something that could get open. If you wait long enough for that route to get to the sideline, it's going to get over the 5-yard purple and it's going to get under that 30-yard flat if the corner keeps backing up. I personally prefer to block the tight end, but if you want to block the running back, you can. And you can set up something like this. Set up this angle route right here. You can see A is going to get open over here. That was kind of a bad pass. He got bumped inside a little bit, but that's not really a route combo I would be using. Just kind of showing you guys how creative you can get. But yeah, from strong flood, this is pretty much going to be our main route combo right here. Next, we're going to go over curls. Now curls is a play that we're pretty much just gonna run stock every time we run this. The only thing we might do is put RB on like a crosser or a post in the middle of the field. That's about it, honestly. Maybe we could put X on a drag, or put him on an in route, but that's really all we're gonna be doing. Really, we're trying to read high-low with curls. Is your opponent, you know, if your opponent's somebody that does run those 5-yard purples with 30-yard clouds, this is actually gonna be really good, because those 5-yard purples are gonna keep running down to those flats, and those curl routes, those stock curl routes, run a little bit deeper than a hot routed curl route. You could see, if I audible right here back to curls, you could see it runs to about the 40. And if I put him on a curl, he only runs to, you know, he runs like 3 yards shorter. So this is definitely going to get over those 5-yard purples, and they are going to sit under those 30-yard clouds, which is going to be really good. We'll go ahead and hike this, and you can see right here, obviously not a throw I would make right there. The underneaths were open, but those are definitely going to be getting open if somebody is double mabling. Now another thing we can do, if you think your opponent is going to be manning up either the tight end in the backfield or the running backs, just put them on out routes. We'll go ahead and put this guy on a post, and we'll go ahead and hike it. Those routes right there are going to beat man extremely well. I don't know why my running back on the left ran an angle route right there. I put him on an out route, no clue why he did that, but this is gonna be a really good setup if your opponent is trying to mix in man. You know, the out routes are gonna be able to beat man, and RB is also gonna be able to beat man as well. We'll go ahead and hike it. He didn't do it that time, and you guys could see you could still lowball. If you have the out route over there on the left, you could still lowball that curl route right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the mini scheme, guys. Pretty much the play that we're going to revolve this mini scheme around is X seam, probably the best play in this formation. Of course, we got to make sure that we're going to run the ball a decent amount with the RPO and the power O, maybe throwing the counter here and there, and curls. Those are going to be like the main 2 plays that we're going to be running, and a little bit of flood. Got to be able to mix that play in here and there as well. Again, this is not the best formation in this playbook, just the most unique thing I can find in this playbook. So stay tuned for the gameplay coming out in a few days. We're gonna try to win a MUT game with it. Again, guys, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.